Good morning, everyone. This is Angelica. Thank you so much for watching today. This video is called Trust Your Inner Knowing. And through the work that I do with clients and through talking to many people who are on a spiritual path, this seems to be something that people struggle with. And there's good reason for that. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about that today and kind of give you some encouragement and some hope that you do understand, if you follow your inner knowing and you trust it, that you will be blessed beyond, that the universe and the angels are all supporting your path when you listen to your heart and when you trust your inner knowing. No one else's inner knowing will work for you. You come here with a specific potential that needs to be unlocked in your DNA. It's there, it's already in your energy field. All you have to do is get yourself to a place where you can hear it, you can understand what it means, and then put the practical action into it so that you can make it a physical manifestation on earth. So what I wanted to talk about first is why people struggle to listen to their inner knowing. Why do people struggle in trusting that? And it may be obvious, but when you are getting, transmissions or downloads or information from your own higher self, your own inner knowing, or from source, this energy is very different from what you may be experiencing in your everyday life when you're, out doing things in society. This information that is coming through to you is going to, in a sense, be much different than anything you've experienced so far. And so your family, your friends, people that you've known your whole life, they may not understand where you're coming from when you start to really step in to your empowerment. And that is what trusting your inner knowing is about. It's about receiving this divine guidance, this spiritual information, and then allowing it to, blend in with your physical body and moving that knowledge and truth outward in an outer expression. Whatever expression that may be, it could be that you're a writer, it could be that you're a musician, it could be that you're an artist. Whatever it is for you that brings you joy and happiness, whatever you are passionate about, whatever is true for you on an inner level needs to be expressed. It's why you're here. So everybody comes here to share their unique talents and their gifts and their abilities, and we merge those together and we can all live in happiness in this way. And this is what we're working towards. But a key step in that is trusting your own guidance in what you're receiving. So it's okay to, read books, to listen to videos like this, to go out and find information. But you want to make sure that the information resonates with you on a heart and soul level. So, you may resonate with some of the things that I say, and other things that I say may not resonate with you. And that is actually wonderful, because that means you're listening and trusting your own guidance. Anything you need an answer to, your higher self already knows the answer to that. You just have to allow yourself to trust. And it comes down to trust. Because when you first start initiating, some action steps moving in the direction of your soul and your heart, you're probably going to get a lot of resistance on an outer level, because as you start to grow and change, people around you are used to you being a certain way, and they may not feel as comfortable with the changes. So you have to keep going, even if other people don't agree with what you're bringing out. And don't doubt what's coming up for you, meaning if you're having an intuition, and intuition is very subtle, it's very gentle, it's very pure. It comes from a higher dimension where things just flow. It's not as dense. So the subtlety of your inner knowing can be hard to catch at first, but if you keep getting a reoccurring a reoccurring intuition, a thought, an emotion, a feeling to move forward in a given, way, then you need to go ahead and listen to that. It's not going to be really extreme at first. You may just get subtle hunches and nudges to move in a certain direction. And that's how the universe speaks to you. That's how your higher self speaks to you. That's how the angels speak to you. They're very subtle, they're very gentle, they don't push. However, if you have for years shut down your own inner knowing and have not trusted your inner knowing and have doubted your own inner knowing, well, guess what's going to happen? The universe will step in a way that will look kind of disastrous or a wake-up call. So you'll have one way or another, there will be a situation set up to put you back on your path of truth. And that's what this is. This is light. This is truth. This is love. This is your love, your truth that you came here to shine forth in the world. And you must act on that. It's very important that we act on these things, because this is how our earth is transforming, and this is how we will all live in happiness on this planet, is when we listen to our inner knowing, when we take small steps in the direction of manifesting these things that our heart is calling us to. So, people around you may not want you to step in that direction, and this could have held you back for years. So I'm telling you today, do not take into consideration anything that anybody says. Most people have their own agenda. Most people are doing their own thing based on their own experience and what's right for them. You can never take into account what anyone else wants for you or what anyone else is doing. And oftentimes, if I know a lot of people are doing something, I'll do the opposite. If it's what my heart's telling me to do, because I always follow my inner knowing. If my higher self is telling me something, I may resist it at first, and I resist it because when we're changing and making new habits, or changing our entire lifestyle, which often happens on the spiritual path, we will come up against resistance, and we'll come up against our old patterning, and we'll come up against old emotional stuff that has to come up and be released to open up the doorways for the new to come in. So it's a struggle to listen to and trust your inner knowing. However, you are rewarded greatly when you do this. And what I mean by that is a lot of the fear and the doubt that comes along with trusting your own inner knowing is, will I be okay? Will I be able to sustain living on the planet if I go in a totally opposite direction and follow what my heart is saying? Will I be okay and safe on this planet if I don't follow the usual guidelines of society and what that means? And I'm here to tell you something else, which is, yes, you will always be guided, you will always be protected, and it will be through the most miraculous ways. All you have to do is first understand what the vision is, understand what is it that is calling you forth to manifest and to share in the world, and start taking small steps forward. And this is what gives you confidence with trusting your inner knowing, is that every time you take a step forward in the direction that your soul is pulling you towards, you get a confirmation from the universe that you're doing the right thing. Things just automatically work out for you, and they don't work out for you in the same way that they always have. So you have to be open to not knowing a little bit. You have to be open to the experience of trusting fully in the universe and in your spiritual guidance that you're receiving and on your spiritual path in general. This is a lot about trust. This is a lot about going against what everyone else says and moving forward with what you know is right for you. And that is your passion, that is your truth. And without that, the world wouldn't be the same. So we need you, we need your contribution. And if you meditate, or if you pray, or if you ask for guidance, the guidance will always come. So if you're having a little bit of a hard time knowing what it is that you're supposed to do, just pray and ask. Ask for some guidance on, what would the next step be for you? And how could you make your life happier or make others' lives happier? What is it that's calling to you? You'll get the answer, and then just move ahead with that slowly. But always take care of yourself first. That's very important. It's important that you're healthy, that you feel strong, that you feel like you're getting accurate information coming through. And when you're clear and you're calm and you're in a very empowered space, then you pretty much can guarantee that everything coming up for you is true for you. And you can also tell by how it feels. Does it feel happy? Does it give you lightness in your heart? Does it make you feel excited? Or does it make you feel heavy? Does it bring you down? So are the things you're doing now in your life, in your daily life, are they making you feel heavy? Are they making you not feel great? Well, those things need to go, and you need to start doing those things that make your heart sing. So trust your inner knowing. Your inner knowing is always going to be your greatest guide, and you can spend years not listening, or you can just start to listen now and move forward in a very short amount of time and start to really manifest some miracles in your life and bring joy and laughter and play and creativity, and all these wonderful things will come when you start listening to your inner knowing. Thank you so much. I love you all very much, and my videos are going to be more regular now because summer's over and the kids are going back to school. So I've got a lot of things planned. I love you all so very much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.